World of Warcraft, the WoW event just released its latest content patch, Undermined, and I think this is the most fun I've had with a content patch for a long time.
It has been some time.
Undermined is all about goblins. We've got a jam-packed city to explore. It's got its own infrastructure and roads, which is perfect for driving our new customizable cars. Of course, we've got a new 8-boss raid. I pushed myself to do this properly and clear this week 1. I had a lot of fun progressing this.
I'm the last boss you'll ever see!
I quite like the storytelling with its capitalist tones, and I like the zone's standout jazzy goblin-themed soundtrack as well. Undermined gets a big thumbs up from me, and I'm kind of sad I've run through most of the content already.
So, let's get to work.
Basically, we go to the goblin city of Undermine, which is a capitalist hellscape with Gallywix taking over the place. And in the background we've got our antagonist, Zalatav. She's making shady deals with the overboss of the Undermine, that Gallywix.
You'll never beat me to a good deal!
I think one of the reasons this has turned out so well is that developers have 100% committed to the goblin theme. This is all about those little green-skinned, explosive enthusiasts with their wild inventions and sharp business minds.
New boss! Same as the old boss.
My favourite part of this patch is the Undermine zone itself. It's like a city that fully functions as a zone. I really like the aesthetics and attention to detail. Undermine is tightly packed. It feels like there's a lot of stuff going on in every corner of the city. There's no empty unused spaces. I just love all the little goblin houses and city designs. I'll admit sometimes I would get a little lost trying to find certain quest objectives when you don't know what floor they're on in a 4 to 5 floor building, but I'm getting the hang of the city now. And one more thing, some of the city's districts have lots of toxic green slime, which actually reminded me a little of some of the stages in Crash Bandicoot. WoW usually has strong, immersive ambient music, occasionally really strong standout tracks. Undermine is one of those places in WoW where the music becomes more than just ambience. It's a mix of playful and jazzy tunes that fits perfectly with the goblin hustle. I quite like how when you go to the different districts of Undermine, the music kind of remixes itself to match the district. Like you get more pirate tones in the Pirate District, Blackwater Marina. Early on in the Undermine story, you'll get your own car mount, the G99 Breakneck. This mount is specially for the Undermine, and it works a bit different with its own drive system. You can drive over little power-ups or drift around corners to fill up your boost meter, and when boosting, this thing really does go up breakneck speeds. I was crashing into everything and bouncing off all the walls. You can unlock new parts for your car. I found some new parts from just hunting rare monsters across the Undermine. And you can swap these new parts around to adjust your car's performance. Like, would you rather boost at breakneck speeds or have more frequent little boosts for better control? So you can get around pretty fast, and there's also world quests to just race around the city, and I do really like those. They're my favourite kind of world quests to do. I think the drive system will get a mixed reception. Some people will like it, some won't. I personally think the new system is really fun here in Undermine. It works with all the infrastructure and roads available, but I'm not sure this is something I'd like to see stick around and become standard in World of Warcraft. Speaking of sticking around, if you're enjoying this, consider subbing to Peter Bytes or liking the video for more content like this. Cover lots of RPGs, you might like my Final Fantasy series where I'm replaying them all and ranking them against each other as I go. Thank you.
Now, let's finish this.
So I quite liked Undermine's story. The city has reached late-stage capitalism, and we get to see how all the goblins are being exploited and mistreated through their underpaid labour.
Your vacation request is
not ready
denied. Also, you're fired for asking.
We end up building up and leading a rebellion against the overboss Gallywix. And it was pretty fun. I've got to admit it was well paced. The entire story is available to play through right now. When I think back to World of Warcraft's story, moments like the Darkspear Rebellion usually take place over multiple patches and a long period of time. So it was quite nice to have the entire Goblin story from start to finish in this single patch. I was happy to see there's quite a few familiar faces and returning characters from early WoW, like Noggenfogger and Fleetmaster Seahorn. Once I had completed the main story, I went back and did all the side quests as well. I thought they were pretty good for side quests. I've been helping with goblin court cases, weddings, and even doing a bit of golf, which I admit was a little bit laggy.
Looks like you got the swing of it, huh? Huh?
I'll be honest, I haven't raided in World of Warcraft since the end of Wrath of the Lich King. Well, raided properly that is. I'm personally not a fan of the looking for raid system. I have been enjoying World of Warcraft's The War Within expansion, so I pushed myself to try and join a normal mode run of the latest raid, week 1. And I had a lot of fun, and there was a brilliant sense of accomplishment clearing it. You fight your way through all the districts of Undermine, and it's pretty gorgeous casinos. As the raid moves between different districts, you've got to cross Undermine's main roads. Thing is, there's loads of traffic and you need to avoid getting run over. Our raid wasn't expecting this and loads of us died as roadkill. It was really funny. A few highlights: I liked Vexy and the Gear Grinders. This is a motorbike gang with a big tank. You've got to kill the goblin bike riders, steal their bikes, then crash into the boss. Cauldron of Carnage had you in between dinosaur and gorilla mechs fighting each other. Looked really cool. There's an entire segment of the raid which is just a vibrant, crazy casino. Loved it.
Something tells me this one's rigged.
And there's the finale, Chrome King Gallywix. Pushing through and getting the clear was a big highlight for me. If, like me, haven't raided in a while, you're maybe a bit anxious of raiding with strangers, my advice is just do it. You'll be missing out if you don't. Prepare your character and join raids on the very first week they're available. I think it's a lot more fun when nobody knows what they're doing and everyone's figuring out stuff together. It's a much friendlier atmosphere.
Let's get out of here.
This patch also comes with a new dungeon, and to be honest, I didn't think much of Operation Floodgate. It was a bit bland, lots of reused assets, but at least there's something different to keep the pool of dungeons fresh.
Try and die!
There's also some new delves. That's the new mini dungeons for solo players or small groups. To be entirely honest, I'm a little burnt out from the War Within delves already. I ran a few just to see what they were like. They were pretty decent, and one of the new delves is just a boss fight, the Underpin.
All that's Undermine belongs to me, the Underpin.
I actually really enjoyed the challenge of overcoming this boss delve. Lots of explosions, and while fighting the Underpin, you've got to try and redirect his bombs at ads. I do hope more of World of Warcraft's patches are as fun as this. Like I said, my only big criticism is that I've kind of already completed all the content week 1, and now it's just running stuff again on harder difficulties. That's kind of just how modern MMORPGs are these days. I'm not in any big endgame guilds, so the patch probably isn't going to hold my attention till the next patch. That said, I'm enjoying going around getting all the rare monsters every week, and grinding a bit of reputation and gear upgrades for now.
See you around, boss.
I don't really give a score to World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy XIV patches, but I will say I've really enjoyed the content, had a lot of fun in Undermine, and I recommend checking this patch out. Definitely up there as one of the stronger modern World of Warcraft patches. Undermine City is fantastic, love the infrastructure with all the roads, and the drive system makes the zone feel unique. Raid was really fun, first time I've raided properly in a very long time. Story, music, side quests, it's all around pretty great. My favourite WoW patch in quite a while. Alright, have a good one.